with bereavement is a difficult enough time for any family, but for one woman in Stockport, the loss of her father started an 18-month-long disagreement with his bank.
Yeah, Siobhan Pearce has received over 20 letters from RBS since her father passed away in 2011, prompting her to take drastic action, as Becky Meehan explains.
Siobhan Pearce lived with her father David all her life and cared for him in their home for a year before he died of cancer in 2011. After he died, Siobhan set about winding up his estate and within 2 weeks sent a copy of David's death certificate to RBS to close an account that she believes was in credit. But it turns out a copy wasn't enough.
Said when you get a copy of the death certificate, we need a copy of it. So I sent them a copy and I thought that was that done with until we got a letter to say that he owed £6.
Despite bringing the original of her father's death certificate into this branch of RBS in Devonport, Siobhan continued to get letters from the bank and the debts racked up to over £600, prompting her to take drastic action.
That's when I took his ashes into the bank and I slapped him on the counter. They looked at me and said, "What's that?" David Pearce, there to close his bank account.
RBS in a statement said they do have to send some mail addressed to customers who are deceased to help resolve personal affairs, and that after Siobhan visited the branch, further information came to light which meant it became necessary to contact her again. They've apologised for any distress they caused.
If I get an apology and for him to leave me alone, then I'll be happy. Just leave me alone and let me grieve.
RBS had passed the issue on to a debt collection agency, but just this evening the bank told the BBC that debt has now been written off. Becky Meehan, BBC North West Tonight, Devonport.